what's up everybody? PG Braun here, president of Blackstone. I'm shooting a very, very special video today. We're actually shooting multiple videos today. I have Trevor, the main man, on my camera as always, and I have Joe Reiser back here. And what we're doing today is we are showcasing Iron University. This is my favorite training studio, possibly anywhere in the country. It's definitely the Mecca for Florida, and people throw around that term Mecca all the time, and it causes people to get mad and this and that. But down here, if you want what's considered a true Mecca for training, especially for women, you've got to come train to Aldo. So we first found Aldo through Nika Lazutina, who's been a long time bikini competitor with Blackstone Labs. And people said to me, well, if you're coaching her, how can you let somebody else train her? And I said, trust me, this guy is good. And for somebody that was a trainer for so many years, it's hard for me to just say, oh, go train with this person, go train with that person. I'm comfortable sending people to Coach K, but she trained with me for a long time. But outside of that, I got to go through and I got to quiz these people. I got to watch them do what they do. Well, I was shocked when I came down to watch Aldo. He trains people almost like I'm inside his body training them the way that I used to train people, and it made me really proud. So I'm very, very confident in putting my stamp of approval on this place. And when I came down here to see more than just Nika, I realized every single person in here means serious business. Now, not everyone in here is a competitor. Most of them look like they're competitors. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to a bunch of the regulars here today, find out a little bit about them, about how they found Aldo. I brought a couple of our regulars here. I got Shelby, daughter, is here. We got Lmonies here. Lmonies is here for the first time, so she doesn't even know what she's getting herself into. Shelby's already been down here. A bunch of other girls from different parts of the country have been here before, but you can see that in this about 2,000 square foot studio, he crammed in more leg equipment than any gym anywhere in Florida. And that's why people come from all over to get the most amazing leg workouts down here. So I don't even know what's going on behind me. We're not going to interfere, but some really cool content's going to come out of this today. And you're going to see some real training. This is the way people train down here. If you want to train hard, you're going to come train with Aldo at Iron University.
Up, squeeze it. 2. Up. 3. Higher. 4. Come on. 5. 10 more. Last 10. Come on. 10. 9. 8. Come on. 7. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. 7. Come on. 6. Leave that shit. 5. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. 4. 3. You gotta go slow. There you go. 2. One more. One more. Good. Yeah.
And then this week, I don't know what happens, but this weekend. up, everybody? PJ Braun here, president of Blackstone Labs. I'm inside of Iron University today, and you and I actually know each other.
Yes.
Wow.
We met 6 weeks ago before my first show. I introduced myself because I looked up to him as a businessman of what he's done and what he's created. And I watched all the YouTube channels of like Cody Montgomery. His thing inspired me to compete myself, and that's how I got first taste of Blackstone Labs and who they are. And then I finally met you, which was great.
Where did we meet though? That's the funny thing.
We met here.
We met in the parking lot.
We did meet. I drove here real quick in between my clients, and I met him. I'm a personal trainer out of Iron University also, and he's like a mentor to me with my clients.
So I was jokingly calling you the apprentice. That's basically what you are now, right?
Honestly, yeah, I'm very much like an apprentice.
Learning from the master.
I've learned from many masters. Bill Wilmore was the original. I've learned a tremendous amount with him over the last 3 years, and then I went to expand my knowledge, and Aldo gave me an opportunity that I couldn't pass up, and it's carried my knowledge 3 years within a couple months. Honestly, it's been such an eye-opening experience here.
Does Aldo train you?
Aldo and I train together.
Oh, you train together?
We train together.
That's a special privilege.
So it's a special privilege. And those are some of the best training sessions I've had in a long time. Not many times have I found somebody that has a very like-minded training method than I do. And somebody also, I like to look up to people, and he's one of the people I look up to, and to train with him is a great opportunity.
Well, tell everybody your Instagram.
So my Instagram is JTFreeman_. Yeah.
And if they want to come train with him and Aldo,
I would love anybody, just DM me, contact me. I love to train anybody. I can train big bodybuilders, men's physique competitors, females. I can do it all. I'm young, but my knowledge is there, and I'm very hungry. The more opportunities I get, the better.
Awesome.
And that's all I need.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I actually pulled her outside. So let's tell everybody your name for a minute.
Heidi.
And the reason I pulled Heidi outside is because I thought that she was a competitor, and she's not, but look how shredded she is. So she just walks around looking like this every day. She's a mom.
Thanks.
Do you diet super hard?
No, I just follow a a good diet, clean diet.
And you have a 4-year-old daughter.
Yes, I do.
Now, before you had your 4-year-old daughter, how close to your physique were you? Were you heavier, skinnier?
I was skinny, but now I was nothing to how I look now. No.
You guys are gonna see this girl trains really hard. So I always like to find, the moms out there that are doing it just because they want to look good. It has nothing to do with competing. You don't have to compete, guys,
No, you don't.
to train hard.
Yes.
So how long have you been training with Aldo for?
Since March.
Since March. And do you think you have changed a lot since you've been training with him?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
You think that other people out there should come train with Aldo too?
Yes. He's an excellent trainer.
Well, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us put you on video.
Thank you.
Can I capture you away now?
Yes. Can I touch you, please?
Perfect, yes. All right, guys, we're standing outside of Iron University, and I'm with the lovely
Olivia.
And you have a really funny Instagram name. Can we tell everybody?
It's called It's Olive Juice.
Literally, it's olive juice. So you gotta type in it's.
Yeah, my nickname's Olive, so.
Well, it's a unique name, and so all of the girls that come to this gym come here to train hard. And you don't always train there, right?
I don't know.
So you go to different gyms. What makes you come to this gym?
Aldo's experience and the way he teaches, I've learned so much about fitness in just the short time that I've known him. So
Yeah, how long have you known him for?
maybe 2 months now or so, but I've only seen him maybe 3 times, but we talk online, so.
And when you come in here, do you come in like specific for one body part or what?
Yeah, I try to switch it up so I'm always learning something new. I don't always just come for legs.
Because girls love training legs.
Yeah, so I try to do like back one day so I learn something from back, and then shoulders, I learn something from shoulders, so that's what I try to do.
And how long have you been training for?
Maybe consistently, I'd say like 3 years, almost like 3 years.
How'd you get into it?
When I moved to Miami, I just got inspired by all the fitness people here.
There's a lot of listen.
Yeah.
Miami's got, especially if you're a Latina, and you're in Miami, you work out. That's just the way it is.
So it's just being in Miami inspired me in general.
Well, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Would you recommend more people to come down and train with Aldo?
Absolutely, yes,
The best.
100%.
Awesome. And you just saw everyone in this gym go extra hard. I'm standing here with the lovely
Pam.
Just Pam. That's it. Just Pam, like
Pam.
Madonna. She didn't even want to rock the last name. Do you want your Instagram name out there, or do you want to keep it?
Sure. No.
What's your Instagram?
XX Pam Pam.
XX Pam. So I was a little bit nervous because I noticed that you were not like sweating or grunting or anything, but he told me that that's just, no matter how hard you go, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, every now and then I'll throw in a word, but I hold it in. I'm like,
Can we get like can he get you to swear, like curse him out
yes,
ever?
yes.
Really?
I'll say, yeah, not at him per se, but I will out loud.
Can we zoom in on her legs for a minute? Those quads are enormous. How old are you?
28.
And how long have you been training for?
I would say maybe now like 4 years.
4 years? Like serious all 4?
I started off 1.5 years doing CrossFit. I got really involved. I did like local little competitions, and then I transferred my way back into the gym. And ever since then, I've been just training at the gym.
Have you done like bikini or figure or anything like
I've
that?
done bikini. I think now it's been a while, so like 3 years ago.
Okay.
I'm due. I think everyone wants me to compete.
I mean, you have a great look. Your face is really
Thank
pretty.
you. I think they're dieting without telling me, and they're trying to take me there, but
Sneaky. I like the
it's
sneaky
mental.
approach. The thing with bikini is because your legs are so powerful,
I can't do that anymore.
you'd have to bring them down quite a bit.
I don't want to.
Now, there may be, and I have to be very careful with the way that I word this, there may be in the United States eventually our version of the wellness division. So
Yes.
right now, there is no wellness division in the IFBB in the USA. There will be something like that, I believe, eventually. It's not going to be called the wellness division, though. It'll be something different. But I do think that there is a very large amount of beautiful women like you who have really, really good lower body muscle that no matter how hard you train, I don't think you're going to lose that muscle.
Yeah.
So it's a place for you to showcase it. So I'm trying to show more women like you and try to build this up here more and more and more. And I do believe that we'll see it. Until then, it's out of the country. But for anybody that's coming to train hard, this seems to be the place, right?
It definitely is.
How long have you been coming here for?
So I think I started like in April. I followed him for a while. I originally was living in West Kendall.
Okay.
So I was making the drive, which is like an hour over here and an hour back. I couldn't make it frequently, but I try to make it like pop in and out. Now I'm a little bit closer, but I'm still like 40 minutes away, but it's worth it. It's definitely
How often
worth
do you
it.
train here? Like weekly?
Here recently, 2 to 3 times a week.
Wow.
I try and at least make it 2 times a week.
And you want to make sure one of those days is legs no matter what?
For sure.
For sure.
I can't miss it.
Well, you look amazing. I appreciate you letting us get you on the camera.
Thank you.
And ladies, if you want to train hard, this is the place.
You told me that you like cheeses.
I do like cheese and meat.
Italian.
He makes nachos.
I do like meat. The fellas know that.
So I got you.
Oh, my gay fellas.
basket.
You're awesome, thank you. Totally unnecessary, but I appreciate it. This is great. What's up, everybody? PG Braun here, president of Blackstone Labs, and I'm here with my friend Erica, who I saved for last. She's a little shy and nervous. I told her, just breathe it out, it'll be good. I'm gonna make it very quick. But shy is good, we like shy, because there's so many people nowadays that are so full of themselves that when somebody's humble and real, it makes you that much more appealing, especially with somebody as beautiful as you are. So I know you from Aldo. I was for a long time, I was trying to figure out what your ethnic background was. You got a little flag on your plate. I'm like, what flag is that? What is your
Uruguay.
Uruguay. Is that how you say it? Uruguay? Uruguay?
Uruguay.
We haven't been there yet, Fabian.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Get us there, Fabian. If there's more girls like her there. I've been to this year. I've been to Colombia. I've been to Mexico. I skipped Bolivia. I'm gonna probably have to go to Brazil. We're going all over South
I have a
America.
background from Brazil. My dad's side is from Brazil.
Well, I mean, if you want to come and translate, sometimes I need a translator for Fabian.
Okay.
So you have been training with Aldo for how long?
About 2 months.
2 months?
2 months and a half.
And you are in really good shape. You compete. So you just look like this just to look like this. How long have you been training for?
Well, I've been training for a few years, but not as much, not like how I trained with Aldo. He really kicks my ass.
Do you like to come in and get your
I
ass
love
kicked?
it. I love it. I love it. After, I start training with him, I see a big difference in my body, and he really pushes me. Sometimes you need that little push to get a better.
Do you think that most people would be able to train that hard by themselves?
Well, no.
I don't think so.
No. Even though if you put music and you said, I'm going to do it, it's not, you're never going to get the same results.
So when you come in, do you do mostly legs or do you everything?
Well, I come twice a week, so one day I do upper body and then I work out legs because that's hard for me. Like I want to get my legs some
Well,
shape.
it's definitely working. And she even got the Blackstone leggings on today. Thank you for letting us film you today. You did amazing. This gonna be really cool, these videos. You're gonna like them when we're done. So I wanted to show everybody the diverse group of people that come in here. And if you think that other people should come and train with Aldo too.
Definitely. I think you should try him. He's great. He's amazing, and I also want to say that I'm so happy I got to meet you. And I tried out his products, and I love it.
Thank you. See, nothing to be shy about. All right, guys, I'm down here at Iron University with Master Trainer Aldo, who you guys have seen with Nika plenty of times. You've seen him with me, a few other things. And I really wanted to do this video for a while. I'm gonna explain why. I started as a personal trainer in 2002. And when I was in college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with myself. I started as a business major. Eventually, I switched into an exercise physiology major because I wanted to be the best bodybuilder that I could be. It really wasn't for any financial reason. As time went by, I started training more and more people, and I realized that I loved it. And so eventually I started expanding into online coaching. Eventually I built a team, and in 2012 I retired my team with, I had actively probably 1,000 people that I was working with, 267 at one time, which was my peak, literally at one time, which was hard. And when I retired, it was very hard for me because I left something that I loved to start Blackstone Labs. And circling back to that now all the time, people ask me, who should I train with? Who's a good trainer? Who's a good trainer? When you pride yourself as a really good trainer, you don't want to just throw a name out, especially if you don't know them, and risk somebody getting hurt or getting bad results or getting mad at you. So when I started paying real close attention to everything that Aldo was doing with Nika, I started following all the other things that he was doing with his other girls too, and I realized, and I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but I was like, damn, that kid does shit just like me, and I like it. So I started paying attention to him that much closer, and I realized he's doing something very, very special down here. So I wanted to get to know him, so I invited him up to Grillmaster Friday.
Oh yeah.
And you never know how somebody's gonna be when you meet him for the first time. So like, he might be cocky, he might be arrogant, you know, he might be one of these like typical, like, excuse my language, fuckboy Miami guys. And instead, he was very cool, very humble, very down to earth. He hung out the whole time, and we had a lot of similar things in common. And so I want people to know more about you, because I think that this place, I don't want to say it's a diamond in the rough, because people are starting to find out about it more and more now. We got girls flying in from all over, but this is a place that I feel comfortable sending people from all over the country to. And people are asking me now, they're like, tell me about Aldo, should I fly in and train with him? And I say yes, because you will never train this hard by yourself. It's impossible. You want somebody that knows exactly what they're doing and knows what you want. You don't want somebody that's just gonna say, okay, I wrote this kind of training program and I'm gonna make everybody do that. He's gonna address it to your needs. So a little background on you. You actually started out as a bodybuilder.
I started as a bodybuilder. I started weight training myself like in 5th grade with bands, and then I opened up my own first muscle and fitness magazine like the next year, and I fell in love with bodybuilding. I was insecure about it because I was just a little kid looking at guys with thongs and stuff. So I just kept that to myself, but I always weight trained, and then started coming across Charles Glass and Muscular Development magazines and his little forums. Started looking up to him, and then I started training myself, and then I started expressing my interest in bodybuilding as I got older. And then I did my first show like 4 years ago. Bill Wilmore was my coach, and then from there I just fell in love with training other people once I graduated college. And after that I applied everything that I learned from Charles through magazines, through YouTube and everything. And then financially, once I started doing better, I actually realized, hey, I can contact this guy and like fly out to him and finally meet him and train with him. So I finally did that. Me and him kicked it off. He saw like how interested I was in training with him. Now every Olympia that comes by, I always fly out a week ahead, train with him for a whole week, and then I fly out to LA, train with him for a whole week out there as well, and we keep close as much as possible. And I just love training other individuals other than myself. And it's become an addiction where I don't even want to be a bodybuilder anymore. I still bodybuild, but not as a career choice. So
I think that people that really love training, like you do, like I do, sometimes the best batting coaches didn't even make it into Major League Baseball, but they can tell you how to hit that home run better than anybody else. And I think that a lot of it is what comes from your heart and the passion that's in it. And when you see somebody else getting that progress, you're proud to know that you had a part of that, and it makes you feel good. It's a really good bond that you build with the people that you train with. And I think that most good trainers, we all have similar personalities. Where I'm sure you've had plenty of times you've trained people for free, you've moved things around for people, had them screw your schedule up really bad, but you do it because you care about the person,
Exactly.
and you love it. So I want to say that I believe that this is the best training facility, at the very least, in South Florida. I've been all around the country. I've been at great gyms. You guys know the gyms I like. I like Bev's. I like World's Gym out in San Diego. I love the Montanero Brothers Gym. The Montanero Brothers Gym was my home for a long time. But when it comes to the amount of amazing equipment in one space, there's nothing that can compete with this. And I'm sure that the guys videotaped everything that was in here. And now you have a pretty jam-packed schedule. So you're training from when to when?
From 5 a.m. till 2 p.m. and then I'm back here at 4:30 till 9:30 at night. So I have like 3 hours to myself during the day just to work out. So pretty much on Saturdays and Sundays are my days I work out, and then throughout the week, whenever I'm not tired, I get a workout in and just struggle along.
I make sure I keep sending him Dust Extreme so he can stay awake. Dust X now.
Yeah.
So, because you're so busy, if somebody does want to come down, if they're contest prepping or if they're not contest prepping, they just want a good workout, how can they get a hold of you and make sure they get in here? Do you have to do it way in advance?
Right now there is a way, but to get in contact with me, the easiest way is either to text me, because I leave my phone inside my office, so I'm not one of those trainers that are on their phone and
Never
and clients. So I leave my phone in my office. I'll check my phone at the end of the night and then respond to everybody. Or you could email me at info@ironuniversity.com and I'll return your email. Or you could send me a DM on Instagram at iron_university, and I'll check it whenever I have the chance and I'll get back to you.
He's very fast, and if anybody comes to me looking for advice, I will point you in the direction. We've got Shelby down here a couple times already. Lmonies wanted to come today. I've had Steph Sakara in here. Lauren Taylor's been here. We've had Zoe in here, so probably a few others didn't even say anything to me yet. But I highly, highly encourage you to come in and get a workout here. And he's fast, so don't worry about waiting around and thinking he's not responding to you. This place is the place that I feel very comfortable putting the Braun Fitness seal of approval on. So thank you for letting us come in and take a peek at everything today.
Thank you.
Love you, you're my boy.
Love you.
Very good. Thank you, guys.